The Lion and the Shark, a lesson of true friendship. Long ago, when animals still spoke with wisdom and the forest and ocean were bound by friendship, there lived two powerful rulers, Lion, the king of the jungle, and Shark, the king of the oceans. Though one ruled the land and the other ruled the deep blue seas, they were the closest of friends. Messengers often traveled between the jungle and the ocean carrying greetings, stories, and laughter between the two great kings. One sad season, Lion's mother passed away. The jungle fell silent with grief. Drums of mourning echoed between the tall trees, and animals gathered from every corner of the forest. As custom demanded, Lion sent swift messengers across rivers and plains until they reached the edge of the ocean. The messenger bowed before Shark and said, "Great king of the oceans, your dear friend Lion mourns the passing of his mother. You are invited to the funeral." Shark lowered his great head in sorrow. "Lion's grief is my grief," he said softly. He immediately called together the council of ocean elders, the wise turtle, the old whale, the clever octopus, and many other ancient creatures of the sea. They gathered beneath a coral reef to discuss what gift they should take to Lion. For many hours they deliberated. Finally, the old turtle spoke slowly. "The funeral will happen during the rainy season in the jungle. During such a time, water will be everywhere. But what the jungle will lack is dry firewood for cooking." The elders murmured in agreement. "Visitors will come from far and near," said the whale. "Food must be cooked. Without firewood, there will be no fire." The council concluded, "Let us gather firewood from the shores and drifting logs of the ocean and present it to Lion. In the rainy season, that will be the most precious gift." Shark thought deeply and nodded, "Yes. This will help our friend in his time of mourning." When the funeral day arrived, the jungle was soaked with rain. Rivers overflowed, and the ground was wet everywhere. From the ocean came Shark and his elders, dragging bundles of dry firewood collected from distant shores. But when Lion saw what they had brought, his face darkened with anger. Inside his heart he thought, "My friend rules the ocean where water is endless. Yet he brings me wood. Why did he not bring water to honor my mother?" Lion felt disappointed and furious, though he said little. Ironically, the firewood Shark brought was used for every meal cooked at the funeral, feeding hundreds of visiting animals. Yet Lion's heart remained bitter. Many years passed. One day the tides carried sad news. Shark's mother had also died. According to custom, a messenger swam to the jungle and bowed before Lion, "Great king of the jungle, your friend Shark mourns his mother and invites you to the funeral in the ocean." When Lion heard the news, an old bitterness awakened inside him. He said to himself, "This is my chance to repay Shark for what he did to me." Lion called together his elders. "Gather water," he ordered. The elders were surprised. "But great king, it is dry season. Water is scarce everywhere in the jungle." Lion replied firmly, "Travel as far as you must. Bring water. I will take it to Shark." In truth, Lion believed the gift would be useless. Shark lives in endless water, he thought. Giving him water will only remind him of how foolish his gift was to me. Last, the day of the funeral came. Lion and his elders arrived at the ocean carrying large gourds filled with precious fresh water gathered from faraway springs. When Shark heard the news, he swam quickly to the shore. Seeing the water, Shark's face lit up with great joy. He rushed forward and embraced Lion warmly. "My friend, you have saved us." Lion was confused. After the funeral ceremonies ended, Lion asked, "Shark, why are you so happy about the water I brought?" "The ocean is full of water." Shark smiled gently and replied, "Yes, the ocean is full of water, but it is salty. During the dry season, clean drinking water is very rare here." He continued, "Many visitors came today, and I did not know how I would give them water to drink. The water you brought saved the day." Lion listened silently. Then he asked another question that had troubled him for years. "But tell me, my friend, why did you bring firewood to my mother's funeral instead of water, which you have so much of?" Shark answered calmly, "A true friend does not give what is common to him. A true friend gives what is precious and difficult to obtain. Firewood is rare in the ocean. I gathered it because I knew you would need it for cooking for your visitors." Shark added warmly, "And today you brought water, something precious to us in the sea. You are a good friend, Lion." At that moment, Lion felt deep shame. He remembered the anger he had carried for years and the revenge he had planned. Yet Shark had acted only out of kindness and wisdom. Lion lowered his head. My friend, he said softly, today I have learned what true friendship means. From that day forward, Lion never again judged a gift by what it looked like, but by the heart that gave it. Moral lessons from the story. 1. A true gift is not what is common to the giver, but what is precious and meaningful to the one who receives it. 2. Expectation brings disappointment. Lion didn't appreciate the firewood offered by Shark because he was expecting water. Even though the firewood was more useful to him at the funeral, he didn't see that just because he was expecting something different. 3. Sometimes, we need to look at things from the other person's perspective. The lion didn't look at the situation from Shark's perspective, and he never understood why Shark did what he did. 4. Do not harbor hatred or grievances against someone if you don't know their reasoning behind what they do. Always find out before you conclude.